Hello everybody, my name is The Strange Eli and welcome to another video. Recently I had talked about how I was going to be turning 20 soon, and so on a kind of quest of self-enrichment and trying to make myself not only a better person, both personality and activity-wise, but also trying to learn new things, explore new things, trying to culture myself a little bit more. I thought that today we would take the chance to try to learn something together. And so what I have here is I have Wikipedia open. So we're just gonna go ahead and just go to random article, and we are going to learn all about what this thing is. The goal of what this is about is that we're gonna look at the article, we're gonna ask a question, and we're gonna try to get further information. And so what we found is we have paresis. Paresis is a condition typified by a weakness of a voluntary movement, a partial loss in voluntary movement, or impaired movement. When used without qualifiers, it usually refers to limbs, but it can also be used to describe muscle of the eyes, the stomach, and also vocal cords. Neurologists use the term paresis to decide weakness, and plegia to describe paralysis in which voluntary movement is lost. The term paresis comes from the ancient Greek, I don't know that Greek, letting go, and from the blah 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 to let go and let fall. Let's see if, hold on, let's get a pronunciation on this.
Paresis.
Paresis. Paresis. Different kinds of paresis for each limb. It looks like, or okay, so no, there's one for one leg or one arm, both legs, one leg and one arm on each side of the body. Okay, so this makes sense. So like hemi as in like one side, so like hemisphere, tri being three, mono being one, para being two. Okay, this makes sense. Tetra being four, quad also being four. Okay, so very interesting. Okay, so and then they also have gastro, which is obviously stomach for a lot of things, and then phalaplegia. So we have found basically an article about what paresis is, and it seems like paresis is just like a smaller version of just basically being paralyzed, and then how it goes and describes the different versions of paralyzation or paresis for each limb or set of limbs. So, but my question is, what is this ophthalmoplegia? Ophthalmoparesis is refers to weakness or paralysis of one or more extraocular muscles which are responsible for eye movements. Okay, so it just means that like if you have like a lazy eye, then you would have ophthalmoparesis is what it sounds like. Okay, so here's the thing. So this is very useful. This is information that would actually be really helpful, especially in the medical field. However, I don't know in which situation I'm going to be capable of saying ophthalmoparesis. It doesn't really roll off the tongue that well. Causes, there's different causes. Infection around the eye, the orbit of the eye, as in Graves' disease. Okay, the muscle, as in progressive external ophthalmoplegia or Kearns-Sayre syndrome. A brainstem nuclei of these nerves as in certain patterns or brainstem strokes such as Foveal syndrome. Okay, so a lot of things can cause ophthalmoparesis. I think that was my best one. But it looks like the main cause is probably infection. Which is interesting. I wonder if that's what causes lazy eyes, or if there's a different thing, or if that's even, I don't even know if lazy eye and ophthalmoparesis is even the same thing. But that's not my question. My question wasn't if lazy eye is the same as strabismus. It was if it was ophthalmoparesis. But what's good to know is we did learn a lot about paresis. We learned how to pronounce a Greek word. We did learn that lazy eye is often confused with strabismus, and that strabismus and amblyopia are often confused, and that there are a lot of different things that cause ophthalmoparesis. Okay, so I know that this video was a little bit weird and definitely different than a lot of the other kind of videos I make. However, if you did like this, please give it a thumbs up. If they bring back the rating system, go ahead and give it 5 stars, but we all know they won't. If you give this video a thumbs up, it shows me that you like this kind of content. If you leave comments on this video, it shows me that you like this kind of content, and I would definitely be interested in making more of these, because that was actually like, even in the like less than 10 minutes where I did a little bit of Google searching and some Wikipedia random, stuff. I learned, you know, some really interesting stuff about Paresis. My Twitter handle is going to be floating around here somewhere, and please comment down below just whatever you'd like. Let's talk about learning things and enriching our lives. So anyways, guys, I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.